Okay, YouTube, welcome. Here we are. It is 7:45 p.m. in New York. Let me change the stats panel here. We are now in the Asia session, and we have no trades taken. Oops, that is not a 0, that's an O. Alright, let me make sure that gets centered correctly. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, that looks a little bit better. Okay. The briefing has been out. If you haven't seen that, I guess I haven't put it up on the website. Let me do that right now. So this is going to BarcelonaTrader.com. It's going to live on the home page in just a moment. Everybody saw what happened to gold today in the New York session, and then after the FOMC, it just took a dive, 65-point dive. That was pretty severe.
Hello, buddy.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, man?
All right, everybody. That's Tono Miakoda. Where else do you get applause every day?
Exactly. That dive was insane. I don't know what, I mean, we see it all the time. It just repeats itself like the Matrix over and over and over. It goes up, comes back down.
Yeah. Yep.
But it just wouldn't stop today.
And it hasn't really done that for a while. This past year, since Trump has been back in office, it's just been on a tear up, and it's made these little retracements, but nothing like today.
But nothing like today, yeah. But it needed it,
Yeah, it was like...
It actually needed to come that low.
Yeah, it's like we needed the rain.
Yeah.
Okay, I have not set up my pivots for this evening on my chart, so I'm going to do that. If you want to I don't know, tell us a little bit about where we are right now.
All right. Okay, so let's see. We're coming up on a resistance area on the daily pivot around 32.82, which is exactly where we are. If it breaks it, we might be going back up. If not, it's going to reject it, come back down to the M2 probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're in a weird spot. We got the MM2. My MM2 is at 32.75. Then we got WM1 at 32.73, and the DM2 at 32.71ish. So it's got like a 10 pip. Give or take.
Yeah.
If it comes down, we have a little room to play, but it's not gonna happen. Let's see what the market is. It's at 32.82 right now. And we're at the top of the market. 32.82. 276, 32.83. We might get out of this sell.
Yeah?
Yeah, we might be able to get out of it.
We're still below it, right?
Oh yeah, we got about maybe 4 pips, maybe.
Oh, 4 pips is all? Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah. A little over 4 pips, give or take.
So that's on spot.
Right.
Yep, that's a trade that we have going on spot. We're hedged in an unhealthy spot. Well, too stretched out. Let's see.
I think if it breaks 83.50, we might be able to get out with whatever profit we have on the sell and place the sell back just below where we got in.
You think it's you think we have more of a chance of going back up today than down? Think it's going to do a little retracement, or it's going to go down further?
I think it went pretty low today, man.
Yeah.
I don't see why it went that low to start out with. So we can either go. There's no method to the madness, so we could just kind of play it safe and stay in it. But again, we don't want to get caught down here. I'd rather be out of it.
Yeah.
And hopefully it goes up than to be in it overnight when it goes up on and we're still in it.
Right. Yeah.
You know. I mean, we could wait until it gets closer to our entry of 87-ish. We're at 87, right?
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
we don't have to take any profit off of it, but, you know, I got a feeling it's going up.
Are we at 87?
But
Let me check.
feelings don't matter.
Right. Right. Gold does not care about our
what
feelings.
You say. I mean, the worst case scenario will only be about 50, 45, 30, $45 deeper in the hole, right?
Right.
But at least it'll give us an opportunity to try and get out of it. Because when this thing goes back up, I don't think we're going to see 32.80 no time soon if it starts to go back up.
Right. Yeah, that's probably true.
Plus, tariffs on Friday, right?
Right.
August 1st, so that should make the market go up. We don't want to be in a sell down at the bottom.
Right. That's for sure.
If it breaks 83, if it breaks this resistance on this daily pivot, which is, like I said, 82, 80, 32, 83-ish, 84-ish, will probably be a clean break of it, above it. Just trying to do.
All right, let me see if I can get my pivots where they're supposed to be. Starting with the DS3 here. 3184.31.
I think we should close this trade.
Okay. Closed.
Yeah. And let's put another one at let's see, the bottom was 76, 80, we're at 80 now. Maybe 81.
Okay. Let's see, where was I here?
Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be doing this, but this is not normal, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see where we're headed.
All right. Now my pivots are all in the right place.
Do you know how much you made on the spot gold account today? Do you have that on your phone?
Yeah, like $52.
Go.
Yeah,
52.
52, yeah.
How many trades do you have on there?
I only have the trades that I exited and re-entered and stuff. Did you take more trades that should have been copied?
I don't think so. So tell me what your tell me what your trades. No, I didn't actually know. I know what's going on. I didn't trade yours today, but I didn't trade mine either. So hold on. The third. What? I gotta get myself together because I'm having issues with this spot gold and futures. I'm not trading spot gold like I should be. I could have made a killing today.
Yeah.
With normally when I'm trading futures, like last month or the month before the summer,
Yeah.
I would be trading futures and
Spot at the same time.
simultaneously,
Yeah.
subliminally, just trading spot to the left, right?
Right.
But for some reason, I'm so fixated on these small second charts that I'm not even paying attention to the bigger moves that I could be sitting in on spot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I gotta get back my groove. I lost my groove somewhere.
I was kind of wondering what was happening with all that, but I figured I wasn't gonna say.
No,
anything.
bring it up. Bring it up. You know what because I'm sitting here now realizing that, I'm off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't trade off the second charts. I don't care about what happened on the seconds, you know.
Right.
But you have to if you got these futures
Yeah,
in front of you.
futures you have to. Yep.
I think I'm going to trade differently tomorrow. I'll call off futures, but I'm going to really focus on putting some money in spot gold.
Okay.
But at the same time, I have to be careful because I don't really see your numbers right now.
Yeah, I'll have to. Let's yeah, offline.
Because they were on my Ox account. They're not on my
right.
Plexi account. So I don't want to jam the account up because I don't see the numbers.
Right. Yeah. Let's maybe let's discuss offline tomorrow before the session or something. Look at this. We got to move up here.
About 4 or 5 pips up to the daily pivot. So if it continues up, we might be able to take a trade there.
Yeah.
Let's just see what it wants to do. It seems like ever since yesterday, my charts have not been right with the trader bait.
Yeah, something's a little off when we switched over to this new contract.
Because the two different trader bait accounts are not lining up correctly. One's going down, one's going up. They're both 1 second charts. They should be on the same, you know, even though one's micro, they're still trading the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. You sure you're on real-time data with both of them?
Yeah, I'm at 803 right now and 803. Yeah, so they're both real-time data. They're not correlating together.
Huh.
I can see which one is right because I have the trade locker is matching trade locker.
Yeah.
There it is. So now they link, and then they don't link, and then they link, and then they don't link. If it breaks 88, we might have a buy. It's a clean run up on the 1 minute, but it's hitting the resistance on the 5 minute. Clean run on the 15 minute, except for the 10-second resistance. 1 minute, tiny resistance.
Right, it's a clean run up to the daily pivot. Yep. to sell here.
So,
What do we got with, well, strength between gold and dollars about the same. Let's see what we have here with DXY. DXY's been falling this session.
it's trying to come back to our new hedge.
God dang it. Today was a fun trading day, not just because we did well, but because you know, it was fast paced.
Yeah,
There was
I agree.
There was you know, a lot of times it's just
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how gold is.
yeah.
Gold. That was a typical gold day. You know, what we've been experiencing the last 8 weeks, 6 8 weeks, has been horrific.
Yeah. 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 What a heat wave we have going on here. Is it as hot down there where as it is here?
Man, I have not been out the house. I don't. My lungs don't do well
Yeah.
with that heat. I just can't do it.
It was 97 degrees here today.
'97, yeah.
Alden must not be that into trading.
I'm gonna reach out to him. I don't know what's going on with him.
Being one of those nights.
Yeah. I'll be happy if it just don't trick us back in.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's likely going to happen is it's going to come down to the MM2 and the WM1 and turn back around there.
Yeah.
Or even the DM2. So we might be getting alerts in the middle of the night that it's coming back up.
Yeah. I don't know what I want to do, man. It wants to go up, but
Yeah.
what I'm do.
Right, so we have tariffs on Friday, but that's probably going to already be baked in. We have today, well, tomorrow's Thursday, so we have unemployment, core PCE, and then Friday we have NFP, the unemployment rate, average hourly earnings, ISM manufacturing, and tariffs. So yeah, there's going to be movement. It's going to be lively both tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah. Well, it's just a blink a bit stronger.
Yeah, just a little bit. Tomorrow I'll have some LLC papers for you to look over.
Okay, cool.
I did
What a
some.
night.
I did some research. We'll talk about this offline, but I did some research, and it's probably best for us to form a New Jersey LLC.
New Jersey, okay.
Yeah, over New York or even over Delaware.
What was the bit? We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to find out on New Jersey.
Yeah, let's talk about it tomorrow.
Okay. Just got to break 88.
Yep.
And it don't look like it wants to do it for us.
Got 2 minutes for the 8:30 candle.
All right.
1 minute.
Here it is.
Giving it a little.
I would be okay with not even trading tonight, just not letting it go down, triggering our hedge. Just let it go up. You know what I mean? Give us back some of our money that we have laid out on the drawdown side.
Yeah, that would be nice. It's not going to give us that choice. If it's going to go up, we may as well trade it up. On futures, anyway. So we have nothing really happening right now. Let's take a little trip around the block here. We have the DXY, the dollar, as measured against a basket of 7 other currencies, mostly the euro, coming down a little bit in this session. Here on the 30-minute up here in the upper right, and on the 1 minute down here on the bottom right. Here over on the left we have the 10-year U.S. Treasury yield. That's coming down a little bit in this session as well. So that should be pushing gold a bit higher. Gold here on the 5-minute chart we've seen since the beginning of this session at 8 o'clock has just been printing a straight barcode. Nothing going on the upside or the downside, just kind of meandering along. Same thing obviously on the 1-minute chart, just viewed a little bit differently. And that's spot gold, and then over futures. We have over here on the relative strength, as measured by FX Blue, gold just barely stronger than the dollar, but still indicating a bit of an uptrend. That just changed, but still the same dynamic. And down here we have 65% of retail traders are long, 34% are short. So that makes me a little bit nervous because retail traders tend to be on the wrong side of where the market movers take price. But I would say right now there's so little volume in the market, it's just algorithmic trading. There's no real market mover trying to move anything. So it's just another. Well, look at here. We're getting a little movement just as I was.
It's got to break that 88 though.
Yeah.
I'm not getting excited until I see it break 80. The high, it was 88. And we rejected it.
Yeah.
So
That's about the same level we're at though right now, right? We're 87, 32.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it can get up a little higher, we might have a buy. But other than that, I'm gonna bank my winnings for today.
Yeah.
And live the trade tomorrow. You know.
Yeah.
Because we did 2 sessions with money on both sessions.
Yeah. Yeah. We traded the New York session and later the FOMC.
Yep. Let me see if we can get a better number on that hedge.
Yeah,
That's
that would
really
be
keep
good.
it.
We are a little stretched out there, but again, I think on the upside, if we get stuck in it, we just hedge it on the way up.
Yeah. So we need a buy alert for that.
Yeah.
So 81, 82, 83, 80, 45, 86, 87, 88. Let's say maybe 92 could be the alert.
All right, 92.
Because the daily pivot is 92, so if it breaks 92 and it keeps going up,
so I say what
being at 81.
Right. So what we should do is, when we end tonight, we set ourselves this alert for 92. Whenever the alert goes off, middle of the night, whatever, we look at it. If our bottom hedge hasn't triggered and it's back up to 92, then we maybe move our bottom pending up a little bit. Or
Yeah, we're gonna want to start moving it up. We're at 81, so I would say, if I was you, I would take snapshots of the pivots, so you have them on your phone.
Yeah, I have them on my phone.
Yeah, so if it goes to 92, 94, we still shouldn't be moving it up yet because there's nothing there.
If it gets up to 98, we could move it to just below the WS1.
Yeah, good idea. So we can move from 81 to 92, right below the pivot, 91-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Move it up 10 pips.
Right.
If it goes up, put it below the daily pivot, and we'll just keep moving it up every 10 pips if we can.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right. Anyone watching on YouTube, if you have any questions, feel free to chat in. There's an FAQ at thebarcelonatrader.com. I think in the video description there's a link to the indicators that we use, why my candles are gold and blue, why we use Hakanashi candles, the indicators that we use and why, and of course, other than what you're seeing here on TradingView, both Tono and I have indicators that we use on MT4 that aren't able, I can't share them on my screen because I'm running them on a PC that sits next to my Mac where I'm running these screens that you're seeing now. But if you want to trade with us, want to trade like us, there's a free course at thebarcelonatrader.com. It's a go at your own pace kind of thing, but in there you'll figure out how to set up your MT4, how to get that software, how to set up your charts like ours, and then you can trade along with us. And if you want to trade along with us without the YouTube delay, you can join our Zoom room. And right now here in the Asia session, it's just Tono and myself, but in the New York session, we already have some people joining us in the Zoom room. You can join us as well, interact with us, and we'll help you out. You can take our trades, not financial advice, but you can take our trades if you want to.
And we give away free donuts and coffee every morning.
At your house. At your house. You gotta show up to the Jersey Shore. That's right.
I was really impressed with Aura, the fact that they're gonna replace my ring.
Yeah.
After what did I say, 2023, 24, about 3 years old. You know.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. They must know that the battery has a shelf life of 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, of course they do. And then when they when I was on with them, they said, well, let me do a quick diagnostic, and they, looked at my account, and they could see that I charge my ring every few days, and that I wear it, and that I'm always not looking at it. They see that I pay my subscription. They're like, okay, this guy's a heavy user. We want to keep him around. I guess with that subscription money, they make it work.
They've got one of the rings on TikTok, man, for like $50, which is basically the Aura ring.
Yeah.
I guess the Chinese company knocked it off.
Yeah, but there are some patents that other companies can't have. The Apple Watch, the Ultra 3 or whatever this one is that I have, has a a blood oxygen monitor, and they had to disable it so I got one of the last ones that still has it. They had to disable it because Aura has the patent.
Or really?
Yeah. And so if this Chinese ring is doing that, they can't be selling it in the US unless they're paying Aura, and I don't think Aura's allowing that, or is rather blocking others from having it. I think that's right. Don't take my gospel on that for
I believe it.
Aura holding the patent, but I know that Apple wasn't allowed to keep the feature.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think I have a blood oxygen on my watch.
Yeah, I do.
Pretty sure I do.
On mine too.
How old is your watch?
Maybe a year, maybe a little more than a year. I can't remember.
Oh, mine is older.
It's the Apple Ultra 3 or whatever the Ultra 2, whatever the latest model is, and I got in before they had to take the blood oxygen monitor off.
Oh.
But it doesn't really. I mean, I have a blood oxygen monitor on my ring and my watch. It reads the same, so
right.
I don't need both of them. But I guess I feel like I have a redundant superpower.
Yeah, but you have a heart condition, so it's good to have those things, man.
Yeah. Market's not giving us anything yet, so we'll just sit here like monks with a mouse.
I think I'm gonna cut off early because nothing's happening, and I don't want to be baited into it to something happening.
All right. I'm gonna hang here for another 15 minutes, give it till a little bit after 9, and call it, and be back here at 7:30 a.m. bright and early, ready for the New York session.
Right and early.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh, that leaves me pretty open. I can ride my motorcycle without a helmet. I can
You're right.
I can break my
Later, man.
toe. I can eat
Re-break it.
I can eat some hot sauce and go to the hospital.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Getting old is not fun. Yeah.
All right.
All right, brother.
Catch you in the morning.
Peace.
See ya. All right, we've got just a little movement going on. Seems like gold wants to go up, but it's just kind of grinding along. There's not really much preventing it from going up in the way of resistances and whatnot. But there's just no volume in the market. There have been no trades taken tonight. Usually in an Asia session, in the dog days of summer, you can still get a couple trades, but it's slow. It's slow. Looking here at the 5-minute chart, it is what it is. Got the DXY, the dollar coming down a little bit. Yields pretty much moving sideways. The VIX, what's the VIX doing here? Why is the VIX scrolled all over there? Let's come back here. There we are. VIX hasn't really moved this session, but at the end of the day, it came down. Really no. There's some volatility in the market earlier in the day, but surrounding the Fed rate decision. And you know, we trade gold here because therapy wasn't expensive enough. Now I usually give it until 9:15 if the market's doing something interesting. Sometimes we get that 9 o'clock candle, some volume comes into the market, there's some movement, we do something, there's a trade or two. And if there's a trade or two, then I'll stick around until 9:15, 9:20. As long as the market's doing something that's worth watching, a setup is coming, you can see that we're either taking trades or something might be setting up for a trade. But if it's not, if it's just doing what it's doing now, then that 9 o'clock candle ticks by and I'll tend to wind it down. So we're looking at right futures chart. You probably know that. But we do all of our charting, all of our pivots, all of our support and resistance that we're really paying close attention to. We do that on the spot gold charts, as does most of the world. But price discovery happens on futures. There are some articles on the blog at thebarcelonatrader.com about that if you are curious and want to know why gold futures has a different price than spot gold, or why price discovery is done on futures but charting is done on spot. All of that is on the blog. You can go to the BarcelonaTrader.com, scroll down a bit until you get to the blog articles, and then just above the blog articles there's a search bar, and you can search for futures, and articles will come up that are, probably the ones that I'm talking about will come up. You'll see them, and you can give those a read. The more you get into it, the more interesting it becomes, and the more questions it raises. But at the beginning, learning to trade can feel a lot like drinking from a fire hose, and it can feel really overwhelming, and it's just so much information. And there's also an article on the blog about the 8 stages of a trader goes through, from wide-eyed novice to elite trader, and kind of what you're learning at each stage, and the fact that there aren't any really shortcuts to doing that learning. Some people learn faster than others, just like some people can pick up a language in 6 months, and other people it takes several years. But regardless, they're learning the same things. They have to learn the grammar, they have to learn the structure, they have to learn the syntaxes, they have to learn everything that you have to learn about a language. And it's the same with trading. You can learn it faster, you can learn it slower, depending on how much dedication you put into it, and it has a bit to do with how fast of a learner you are, but there aren't any shortcuts. You have to learn what you have to learn to become proficient at trading. Sometimes when you sit down and you think, I just want to take a trade, and the market's not doing anything, the market's not moving enough to, even if you took a trade, price wouldn't really move much for you to make much money on it if you could figure out which direction it's going to go. Most of the time, great traders don't know what the market's going to do next. You wait for certain setups. You're kind of like a lion waiting in the grass of the Serengeti, and you have to wait for the right opportunity and for the prey to come to you, right position to take advantage of that situation and read the situation. What Tono taught me when I started learning to trade was you come to your station to look for trades, not to trade. You come to the station to look for trades. Sometimes you don't see any. And so you end up having your little thing that you do, your little slinky that you play with so that you're not trigger happy, sitting on the mouse, little fidget spinner, got my drumsticks, just things to not fall into the temptation to just press the button. Job number 1, protect your capital. Don't lose money. Job number 2, make money. But making money is the side effect of following your process. Right? It seems counterintuitive. Of course, we get into trading because we want to make money. But the reason that you make money is because you follow your process. You follow your rules. Perfect process brings profits. But if you're after the profit, if that's what you're thinking in your mind when you're trading, in a way, you sabotage yourself. You need to be thinking about, is this the right way to trade this? Is this good execution? We've got 6 minutes till 9, and it's starting to look like gold wants to break this. If it gathers a little more strength, there might be a buy trade to take here before signing off. There's not a lot of volume in the market, so even if it breaks out, 85% of breakouts fail. That doesn't mean you can't scalp a little bit off the top, but you don't want to stay in the trade for very long with this kind of a market. Looking at my 1 minute chart up here. Okay. Now I like that move above there. I've got a resistance over here that I'm looking at on my 1 minute Heikin-Ashi chart on MetaTrader 4. And it hasn't quite cleared that resistance yet, so I feel like it could turn around at any moment. Okay, it came back down, maybe to gather a couple of orders. Not really giving me that move. Now, what can happen here at 9 o'clock Eastern in, just a couple minutes from now? We could see kind of an impulse move, one direction or the other, but right in those first 30 seconds, I don't trust it because it can whipsaw a little bit. Some volumes coming into the market, some of them are buyers, some of them are sellers, some of them get there before the others and take price one way, and you think, okay, we're going down, and you put in a sell, and then it whipsaws back. And I've learned that on these hourly candles, give it a moment to settle before you take something, especially if you're doing these short scalps like we do. All right, we've got 1 minute for that 9 o'clock candle, for that next hourly candle to tick over. The last 4 hourly candles have been bullish. This last one has been very modestly bullish. Okay, that's the 9 o'clock right there, 6 seconds ago. Pushing up. See that? Pushing up, now pushing down. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be that my broker logs me out. That's never good when you're about to take a trade. Not that I'm about to take a trade. I don't see anything I want to trade yet, but I recognize that it could set up pretty quickly. That would be if we start pushing aggressively above this resistance line. I don't think I would take anything to the downside right now. In. All right, just pointing down. If it develops some momentum, there might be something here. But I don't see, I see here on the FX Blue relative currency strength, the dollar and gold are about even. Not getting confluence of any indicators here. So I think we're going to call it. Give it 1 or 2 more minutes. Pushing to the downside. But see, look at that, it's just indecisive. Had it taken another impulse down like that, I would have been like, okay, all right. It just broke through a support on my 1 minute chart. Everything else looks pretty much in the clear, at least down for a few pips, if it wanted to give it to me. But it's going to be pulling teeth like this, and I had a good day, although this session was nothing. Both the New York session and the FOMC session were good trade sessions for me. I think I'll just call it a night and come back fresh in the morning. So, thank you for hanging out with me here tonight. I think we're going to end the stream, and I'll catch you back here tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. bright and early. Have a good night.